In the UK, lawmakers have voted on the Terminally Ill Adults End-of-Life Bill, a law about assisted dying for adults in England and Wales who are terminally ill. The law allows mentally competent adults diagnosed with an incurable illness and less than 6 months to live to request medical assistance to end their lives. The process is strict. The person must ask for it themselves, and 2 independent doctors must confirm the diagnosis and mental capacity. A review panel, including legal and mental health experts, must also approve each case to ensure the law is followed and the person is protected. Supporters say the law offers dignity and control to those suffering at the end of life, allowing a peaceful option for those in pain. Many who have watched loved ones suffer believe this is an act of compassion. Opponents worry about risks to vulnerable people, fearing some may feel pressured to choose death. They argue society should focus on excellent end-of-life care, not assisted dying. Faith leaders and many doctors believe every life is precious until its natural end. They point to palliative care as a way to manage suffering without ending life. The debate is about balancing personal choice with protecting the vulnerable. This law marks a significant shift in how the UK approaches end-of-life decisions. It raises questions about autonomy, compassion, and the role of medicine. The country is divided, with strong feelings on both sides. As the law moves forward, the conversation about dignity, suffering, and care continues. The challenge is finding a path that respects both individual choice and the value of every life. The new law requires 2 doctors to agree a person has 6 months or less to live, a prognosis that's never certain. Prognosis is a best guess, not a guarantee. Doctors rely on experience, but predicting life expectancy is notoriously difficult. Some people decline rapidly, others live much longer than expected. This uncertainty makes the 6-month rule hard to apply. Doctors face pressure if too cautious. A suffering person may be denied the law. If too lenient, someone may lose precious time. The rule creates a false sense of certainty in a deeply unpredictable situation. Illnesses can change course. New treatments may appear, and the human spirit can surprise everyone. Critics argue that basing such a final decision on a guess is risky. The 6-month rule, while intended as a safeguard, is a major point of debate. It highlights the challenge of making laws about life and death. The law's intent is clear, but the reality is far more complex. For many, this uncertainty is a reason for caution. The debate continues. Can we ever be sure enough to make such a choice? Real-life stories show that doctors' predictions about life expectancy are often wrong. Many people outlive their prognosis, sometimes by years, due to unexpected recoveries or new treatments. One man, given months to live with aggressive cancer, survived 3 more years and met his first grandchild. Another woman, told her heart would fail within 6 months, lived comfortably for 18 months with good palliative care. These stories aren't rare. They remind us that hope and resilience can defy medical expectations. If assisted dying had been chosen based on initial prognosis, these people would have missed precious time and experiences. A prognosis is an estimate, not a sentence. The risk of error is real, and the consequences are irreversible. Good care can sometimes change everything, even when a cure isn't possible. These examples urge caution in making irreversible decisions based on uncertain predictions. The law must account for the unpredictability of illness and the power of hope. Every extra day can hold meaning for patients and families. The lesson: we must be careful not to close the door on life too soon. Medicine is about probabilities, not certainties. The future is never fully known. That uncertainty is at the heart of the debate. Terminal illness brings not just pain, but powerful emotions: sadness, fear, loneliness, and guilt. Many feel like a burden to loved ones, which can influence their wish to die. Severe pain can cloud judgment, making death seem like the only escape. Yet, good palliative care can manage pain and change a person's outlook. Loneliness and isolation also weigh heavily, sometimes leading to despair. When people feel supported and connected, their desire for assisted dying may fade. Emotional suffering can be as intense as physical pain. Decisions made in moments of fear or loneliness may not reflect a person's true wishes. It's vital to ask, is the choice for assisted dying coming from peace or from pain and isolation? Addressing emotional needs is as important as treating physical symptoms. True choice requires support, reassurance, and relief from suffering. The law must ensure decisions are made freely, not from desperation. Before approving assisted dying, We must ensure every need has been met, physical, emotional, and social. A holistic assessment looks beyond illness to the whole person, their fears, hopes, and support systems. Many don't know how much palliative care can help, managing pain, breathlessness, and providing emotional support. Sometimes excellent care reduces the wish to die. Mental health matters too. Depression and anxiety can distort perspective, but are treatable. The law checks mental capacity, but is that enough? Has every support been offered? Social factors, loneliness, feeling like a burden, can drive decisions. Practical help and community support can restore hope. A choice made in despair isn't truly free. We have a duty to offer every form of life-affirming care first. Only after all avenues are explored should assisted dying be considered. The right questions must be asked to protect true choice. A major fear is the slippery slope, and that a law for a few could expand to many. In other countries, strict assisted dying laws have gradually broadened to include non-terminal illnesses and psychological suffering. Each change seems compassionate, but over time the law can drift far from its original intent. Safeguards may be weakened and more people become eligible. Opponents worry that future governments could relax the rules under pressure. The UK bill's 6-month rule and panel review are meant to prevent this. But history shows that boundaries can shift. The decision today shapes the future of society's values. The slippery slope is not just theory, it's happened elsewhere. The challenge is to protect against unintended expansion. The risk of misuse is greatest for society's most vulnerable, the elderly, disabled, and isolated. Pressure to choose assisted death may be subtle, feeling like a burden, or believing their life is less valued. Safeguards exist, but internal pressures are hard to detect or prevent. For some, assisted dying could feel like a duty, not a choice. People with disabilities fear the law could send a message that their lives are less worth living. There's also risk of financial abuse. Hidden motives are hard to uncover. Even with legal checks, it's difficult to guarantee choices are free from influence. Protecting the vulnerable is a core duty of society. The law must not fail those most at risk. Every safeguard must be robust and vigilant. The stakes are too high for anything less. For many, especially in faith communities, life is sacred. A gift that only nature or God should end. Ending life, even to relieve suffering, crosses a moral line for them. This belief is rooted in the dignity and value of every person, regardless of illness or age. Suffering, they argue, can have meaning and bring people together in compassion. The focus, they say, should be on comfort, companionship, and support, not on ending life. Legalizing assisted dying could shift society's attitude, making some feel their lives are less valued. There's concern that efforts to improve palliative care might weaken if assisted dying becomes normal. For these groups, the answer is better care, not a change in the law. They call for more hospice and palliative resources for all. True compassion, they believe, means walking with people through suffering, not ending it. The debate is about what it means to value every life. The end of life. Bill raises profound questions about compassion, choice, and care. Supporters see it as a way to prevent suffering and offer dignity at life's end. Opponents worry about risks to the vulnerable and the value of every life. Both sides want a more compassionate world, but differ on what that means. The debate is about how best to care for those facing death. Listening to all voices, patients, families, doctors, faith leaders, and advocates is vital. Safeguards must be strong and palliative care must be prioritized. Perhaps the answer is not choosing sides, but combining respect for choice with a commitment to care. The law's future will shape how we treat the most vulnerable among us. The conversation must continue with compassion at its heart.